I see there's enough people out there while I'm out there doing on the long arm. But I got a couple more rows done. I think 3 altogether. But I'm glad everybody made it. Hi, Cheryl. Might as well start at the top. Darlene. Hi, Laura Lynn. Hi, Terry. June. And Cheryl. So now I'm going to increase this up to where I can read it better. And because of Terry, I'm going to work on a UFO, Ella's little sister. I want to see, put my package. It's like, put an 8.5 by, or 9 by 12 envelope in. Please, please, please. No, he did not. Dang it. Just as I said, here's the mailman. Hi, Joyce. I gotta look to see where I'm at, what progress, how far. Because it's been a while since I picked it up. It's like, see where I'm at. I have down through 11 done. And how's everybody today? I'm liking this cooler weather, kinda. We're getting dust with ours. And Aspen got to go home today, so that was a good thing. They came and picked up Coda last night because his uncle didn't have to work today. So let me see where I'm at, what I got to do. It's like, never sit things this long, I would say. It's like, that's what my guess would be. Don't let things sit. Hi, Donna. Hi, Diane. Yeah. It's like, yeah, my little helper went home now. No, the other bad part about letting things sit is you got to go back and cipher what you did. They said that evidently the x-ray said she was clean enough to go home. I'm sure she's probably on all sorts of good laxatives still. But it's like, let's just hope for the best. That's all I can say. Well, they helped her. She had so many dirty sheets every day. Sheets, pants, all that good stuff. Oh, gotta pull this out here. Because I need the light on my half, not out over there. Gotta remember what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. Okay. Gotta compare what I got with what done. I need to color better. It's like I need to color. Yeah, they're trying to figure it out. Believe me. Okay. Lavender, that big purple, green, orange, purple with, I guess, called that yellow, another orange, or peachy. I don't know what it's called. I'm lost. Purple. And that's purple. That's orange there. I wrote peachy. And it says pink. Hi, Marla. Hi, Gladys. Hello, Carrie. But this is the elephant trunk so far. I call it Tutti Frutti. But I have to go back and remember. I was going to write on the papers because all these pages start after a while. Okay, I wrote raspberry and yellow on 12 with it's time for the dark green. My stripes here, they're dark blue and dark green. You can't hardly tell. They look black, but that one's dark green, so that's blue, green, blue, green, blue. So green's turn again. Now let's remember if I can do any of this. Yay! Yeah. I didn't plug in anything. Switched out machines. It's like, I remember how to do anything. Stitch down. I do remember that part. Let's see. I need some of that pink, which is right here. And I need another little piece of that pink. And this is the green. Okay, there's some more of that. I don't know why I called that peachy. She still has no voice. Hi, Kenneth. But it's like this and this. And then what do I call raspberry? Must be, oh, the centers are different purples. So it's the raspberry purple. All these different batiks here. And I have to make it a tutti frutti. Is this one big enough? Yes, that one is. That's the raspberry. Don't ask me. Somebody needs to just work on it and get it done, I would say. I use Coda's table because it still sat here. She squeaks was her voice. Yeah, Carrie lost her voice. Okay. And I'm chewing up the paper. I don't want a million refresher courses. So I need to learn my ABCs. A is this one. I don't need so much numbers. I need ABCs. And then fold it on B also. It's like, I need a camera from above. Because it's like, I can show down to a certain amount, but it's like, I'm folding the paper on the line so I can put. And one thing with batiks, you don't have a right and a wrong. That's one good thing with the batiks. I just need to make sure it's a 1/4 inch above, even though this is reduced. And this is where I do use the flathead pins to hold that one in place. Now I need yellow. Oh, I forgot the other color. I got everything but the right color thing. It says I need a yellow. That's nah. That's a brighter one. Let's use that bright one. There's no pattern. There's no anything. We're just faking it. So now it's like refresher course here 101, right? Need a ruler, rotary cutter. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Kathy. The chat goes fast, so if I miss you, I'm sorry. Rotary cutter, rotary cutter. Oh, I had it out earlier or last night, one of the two. Let's use a smaller one or a shorter one. So how's everything going for everybody? I know some have already said what they're doing. Sewing on dresses, hemming, binding. My garbage can's on the wrong side of me. And now I need to lay. I'm going to cut the little jagged edges off. You're playing with yarn? Well, that works. If anybody was here at the beginning, I left a note saying hi. I'm Mary Webb. I went to play with the long arm. I was back long arming on a UFO. It did get put on hold for a few days. I spent time with Coda. You don't have them very often at your house, so. Wrong foot pedal. When I was sewing with the featherweight, June was napping. Did you go pull some weeds, June? And go 2-3 stitches beyond. I'll be talking to myself while I do this process. For sure. My scissors go off and on anymore. It's like different ages of the kids. Alan loves this. Alan will take anything. Finger press it. Wait, ouch. Remember to poke myself with the finger, with the pin. My daughter and granddaughter came yesterday. She sewed on my serger and my 301. I'm glad she doesn't drive yet. SB. Oh, June got some of her weeding done. Being this pattern is shrunk, I have to remember to put back on the out that 1/4 inch. There's one thing I do have to remember. Put the 1/4 inch. Not what it shrunk down to. It shrunk down to almost 1/8 of an inch. You started a dress with her? And that is good. See. Remember right. Where's that picture of the elephant? Then try to figure out which piece you're doing. So that's yellow, yellow. That's yellow. So it's all yellow around here. Okay. Okay. Terry's back to sewing. Loosen that paper right there. Yeah, it's a UFO sitting up there taking up shelf space. So I thought, why not get the elephant back out and get Miss Tutti Frutti done? That's what I call her, Tutti Frutti. Because she is so many colors. That's her trunk. I am just whatever color. It's all batiks. Now I need one big enough for there. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, it's like I was thinking last night, I better do this before I forget how to do it. Coda probably would have liked doing this one because of the ABCs and the numbers. Where are you? Why thread are you twisting up around that needle? Getting lassos. And I didn't see who Carrie's saying hi to. Oh, hi, Lori Clark. It's like catching the names as they come down below because I can't get it up the chat on my phone or anything else. Finger pressing. Finger pressing, not thumb pressing. Still trying to get that thumbnail that I broke down to the quick. Growing. Quarter inch. Just head off to the moon out there. Move that pink. Trim off the excess over here. Gotta use yellow one more time. Oops, quarter inch. almost goofed. Paper goes there. Fabric goes there. And now A, B, C, D. So now I use the last of the yellow I need. The fun part. Remembering. I go from long arming to stitching. I have been working on the UFO or the wonky. And then everything else is UFOs I have to work on. And on the wall, I have 3 blocks sewed together because I've received from 2 people. So I put mine and one of theirs. And then my leftover scraps that I turned into what I call Sandra's star or flower, whatever we want to call that. That's all appliqued down. And so is the second one. I'm putting 2 in my quilt to give it size. Hi, Denise. And how's Denise today? Okay. Aspen got released from the hospital today. And so it was clear enough in the x-ray they took this morning. Evidently, it was clear enough or unplugged enough that they could send her home. And we all know home is the best medicine. Hi, Laura. Walking to her car. It is so nice here today. It's 73, 74, right in there. One thermometer says 74, one says 73. But I love the cooler weather. Bailey's liking the cooler weather. A, B, C, D. Here we go with my ABCs. If it isn't ABCs, it's 1, 2, 3s. But I don't have my little helper, so he can't help me. He would have loved doing this. It is like in between Legos. That they said I made him organized. It's like that is how he is when he wants to be. His mama says he doesn't do it all the time, but he does it most of the time. Well, I'm here trimming. I'm going to go ahead and trim off for the F, E, F. Oh, June, you're warmer than I am. You can keep it. You can keep it. We have a dust storm, but we have sunshine with dust in between. After it didn't take my hair long to dry today because I showered and then went up and met with Douglas like I always do on every other Thursday. So this dark green. Let's go ahead and cut an inch strip off of here. I'm working on Miss Tutti Frutti, the elephant. It's another one of the UFOs up here on the list. And it's like, I was so hoping that my mailman would drop me off a package today, but no. I need a project to work on after hours. Guess was what I could call it. After hours. Can't sit at the sewing machine all day. Probably could, but long arming and UFOs, going through stuff. Getting rid of stuff. Terry's asking Laura if she read that she named her Laura Bale. That's the fun part of machines, naming them. Finger pressing. Hold this back. Come on, strings. Break free. Thank you. So there's that one. Ouch. I should know I'm going to cut my finger on it or catch my finger on it. It's a given. I have an aunt that always called me Laura Bell. Okay. Hey, Terry didn't even know that. Hi, Marie. Hi, Marie. Coda was so excited. Yesterday, he learned something new. He learned how to roll coins. He'd never seen it done. I guess mom and dad do it or the bank does it. Hi, Teresa. And he had a blast. So rolling those coins. He did 2 rolls of pennies. He goes, why can't I put them in the other color envelopes? I says, because they don't fit. Only the certain ones fit in certain things. So it didn't take him long to understand that process. But he had on his shorts, and then he had 2 pockets, and he wanted something to put in his pocket. So I gave him a quarter to put in his pocket. But Gigi, I need one for Aspen and Cade because they do everything together. And I thought that was sweet that he had to have coins for all. We still have them down here. We still have them. Now I need to do the green, this dark green across here. And Teresa, my middle grandson, appreciates my coins I collect, loves to roll. Yeah, it's like, I didn't think that at 4 years old he'd be interested, but he's interested in anything Gigi does. And then he wanted to put both rolls in his pocket. I said, well, that would pull your shorts down eventually. So he kept the 3/4 in his pocket. And then he was roughhousing and they came out. And it's like, I found this thing that Ronnie had gotten from Marlboro. Made it to your car? Okay, heading home. Safe trip, Laura. Don't get stuck on the bridge. Marlboro had sent it out, and it's actually a ashtray, but it's a case that's insulated and folds down, has a snap. You're supposed to put your butt in there, and it suffocates it, and then you can put it back in your pocket because it's insulated. I thought it worked better as a coin purse for him. Hi, Don Armstrong. I can't remember if I already did that. I actually working on my block swap top. Okay, which block swap top, Donna? Because you're like me. How many do we got? How many do we have? That was the other thing I was going to work on. The Thursday blocks. Because they're right around the corner. And I got the yellow for the sashing. And it's like, I decided I needed to get back in the refresher course of how to do this. I don't have a lot of FPP, but I have FPP. I got all sorts to get caught up on. Oh, the chicken coop block swap. That one there, I can actually say is done. I got the red, white, and blue to go. I got the Christmas to go. The wonky blocks went out. I got one returned. They let one go through, I guess, and sent me back one. I got back Maureen's, but not her daughter-in-law's. I guess one part in New York didn't like the postage and the other part did. It's like, I don't know where it got caught in the mail. And I got the Reader's Roost one done. It was on the bed. It was on the bed. And then when my grandson possibly was going to come down here because of the heat, I took it back off. I didn't want shoes and stuff dragging across it. Some of the quilts have some meaning behind them because they are done as a group of quilting friends that we all came together over the internet. Cut all these little string edges off. Need to press. Don't press the plastic bag on my countertop here. The package that I keep everything in. I just happened to get a package that had that plastic wrap on it, so I thought, oh, that'll work. Okay, another pink piece. I don't know when and what the next pink piece. Hi, Maureen. I got your block swap block I sent you back, Maureen. I'm going to get it back in the mail. Did Kathy get hers that you know of? Or am I going to be waiting for another one? I know. Susan Munger mailed out hers. Dorlyn mailed out hers. Lisa's mailed out part of hers. Hope Lisa's doing good. Haven't heard too much from her since she got out of the hospital. I always hope for better health for everybody. And Ronnie's follow-up appointment, everything went fine. She did her whatever. She did chemo yesterday. She's got 2 more chemo. And the doctor said there's no way cancer could come back in that cervix. It's that dead. You're fine, Maureen. You don't have to rush. I'm just wondering if Kathy got hers, because I got yours back and I didn't see anything come back in the mail today. I just seen, oh, I got Austin's 4 bills. So I got to repackage. Hi, Gayla. Hi, Charlotte. So I'm repackaging yours, Maureen, and going to remail it. Courtney got hers back that she sent, saying that they was too thick. Okay, here's the back of this trunk. Very colorful. And I can sew this one onto this one. And how's Charlotte and Gayla doing? Okay. Just curious. And then some people that I just sent theirs out already got theirs too. Doing good but wonky, LOL. Okay, Charlotte, that works. Because we know what that's like. Yeah, Coda was actually disappointed he didn't get to hand me material for the wonky block Tuesday. But we improvised and we did a. Charlotte got hers? Okay. You're going back to your daughter's tonight, Maureen? Okay. You will make Dateline. But the main thing is we're having fun. I've been doing, yeah, you got those, your company coming. There. Here's the next piece added on. I just added this piece on. These here are just in purples, whichever one I grab. So I'm going to go back, take that little bit of paper off. Just makes the seams nicer. So I can press it and they lay flatter. I always like to keep a clean house. It will be here on Tuesday. Okay. She's got guests staying at her place. Did they send your table over to the new address or to your daughter's so you can set up your longer table? Maureen took the plunge, ordered a longer table for her. So we're not going to have the same thing anymore. Except for I do have the little buddy system on mine. I love that little buddy system. Okay, press this and then go to the next piece. See if I can cipher out if I wrote any instructions on those. Means it's just kind of a tutti frutti random. When Coda found the misting bottle, he was misting everything, including himself. Yep. Well, sometimes I go the extra. Sometimes. Just depends on who. If it's the one that I'm going to have more work when it's over with, no. I need to be more organized here. See if these things say anything. Okay. I think he borrowed the pencil. So of course, I don't have a pencil. So I'll write with a friction pen. I did kind of a bright yellow. Raspberry. And green. So the next one, let's see if number 13 has, oh, I have writing on 13. Yay! I have green written on that one. Why do I have green? Green. Why do I have green written on both 14 and 15? Terry, cipher out why. Green and green. Why do I? It must be, I don't know. Because that one would be the same color as that, but not that one, I think. My thought process is not working. I just change wherever I want to change after I get down here a ways. Well, I wrote green on all of these. It's like there's no way all these pieces are going to be green. Around this one diamond here, it's like it should just be green, I think. There. And then another color here. I don't know. My thought process is just went out the window. This is some sort of purple. Unless I'm making the end of his trunk all shades of green. Yeah. Just start improvising. Because 14 and 15, they overlap. It's like, so I'd say that's one shade. That could be another shade, another shade. I could just shades a green. I don't know do I have that many greens. So maybe I better do some homework tonight. Maybe. And then my other thing up here on these two little pieces, I wrote pink when they join on to the yellow. And so they have to be that yellow I just had that I sat up here somewhere. There. That's that yellow. And then it's that black blue. And a blue. And a purple for the other thing. Yeah, yours is all green. See, I haven't used this blue. So I think this is the blue I'm going to put on. Okay. And then I need a chunk of purple. It's like, I'll take this one, kind of rotate them. No plans, no. I'm looking at it now to see what you're talking about. Yeah, those little pieces that are above where I'm putting purples in the pattern, they have. Whoops, that piece just went somewhere. Find it before I lose it. They have the light gray diamonds that going down the trunk. Well, those are all shades of purple. I'm down here. I just need, I think, this black, and I'm done with the blacks. So it's like, where do I cut the color? Because I was using the color cut as the black. So I would think I'm going to be just doing shades of green. That way it stands out for sure. I'll see how many shades of green. It's like, yeah. Because once we lose these black lines, we don't have a divider point anymore. We have to try to figure out on the pattern down here where we divide. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Cut the fabric. Yeah. Because after that, there are no more lines. I need this cut about there. It's like, I sit everything normally up here. There it is. As much material as I cut, you wouldn't think I would still have these reactions to it. That's okay. Coda started sneezing when I was cutting fabric the other day. And it's like, I thought maybe he has this dust allergy, or, well, I don't know what we'd call it, lint. Because when I was cutting, he was sneezing. Where am I? I thought I was doing really good. And then today it hit again. So, figuring out about where I can cut this fabric. This is a very pretty blue. Oh, that's like, go back to the steps. B, fold, You always crease your lines back so you can cut your 1/4 inch. And then if you want to do the paper saving way, you just leave your paper folded open, stitch without hitting the paper, your pieces together. That's how Terry does it. I call it save a tree. I'm making sure that that's going to cover with the 1/4, so I need it on this way a smidgen. Fun part's holding it with your fingers while you figure all this. This Thursday, when I was up waiting for Douglas to get over to the Subway, because we have our Subway sandwich lunch together, kind of. I was trying to figure out how many fruity alcoholic drinks are there that you can just buy, refrigerate, and go. You can be, if you go mini mart to mini mart, buying those fruit drinks. If you do that all the way across, there are so many of them. It wasn't quite far enough over. So I'm going to turn it the other way. It came up an 1/8 inch shorter than I want it. But there are all sorts of strawberry Ritas, something called 99. If the doctor tells you have to have a fruit every day, you can go get those little single serve alcohol things like on the plane. They're, I think Austin said they're 1.5 by volume. If you go up there, they have them in every fruit. They have apples, bananas, strawberries. I mean, every fruit. And then there's the strawberry Rita. It's in a small can that's kind of round. It says refrigerate, shake, and drink. It is like, and then there's the cartons that you can buy and shake and freeze, and then you can have an icy drink. I thought, what the heck? Promoting all sorts of quick go fruit drinks. Every place I looked, there was another drink. Then there's one, it's a bucket of something spicy. It comes in a plastic bucket after you pay $19.99 for it. You go over to their ice machine, fill the bucket with ice, and then you can have your drinks refrigerated on your trip. It says battery low. Plug it in, get that sign off. So it's like, it was just unbelievable. Opened up my eyes to a new world. The one guy that was working up there, he says, I haven't had a drink in years. I says, well, mine's the same way, 1980. Then we discussed 42 years ago when I first met the guy. His daughter had one of the worst ever that I've seen. Heart problems from at birth. No, I'm not sewing a herd of elephants. It's like after we did the first one, we didn't know that we could do the other way type thing. And so we reduced it. This one here is going to be a little thing, Lori. This is going to be a little guy. And it's sitting up there on the shelf, and I thought, just do it, get it over with. Yes. It's like, I didn't buy the pattern. My friend has it. And she goes, well, why didn't we do that the first time? I says, well, because the first time I did not pay for the pattern. It was sent to me. Just the papers. It was minus a few sheets. And it was cheaper if she just made the sheets I was missing and mail them to me. So we both made a big elephant. And then we watched that one gal make a tiny one and thought, why didn't we do that to begin with? Because she doesn't have a lot of space. I don't have a lot of space. Oh, you printed one at 50%? So that'll be like 25 by... Trying to remember the numbers even. Because it's 50 by 60, I think. Hi, Laura Lynn. Dinner's almost done. What are you having? It's like some of that home-raised chicken. That would be a delight. That homegrown chicken has a way better flavor than the stuff from the store. Meatballs with cauliflower and rice. But you had the meatballs are okay. The rice is okay. I'll call it. I'm sorry. Pass on the vegetable. Maybe that's what the companies need to do. Make vegetable of these fruity drinks or these alcoholic drinks. We'll have to put a buzz in their ear. No, I'm kidding. Isn't going to help me any. I don't drink. But the shelves are just covered with all these alcohol drinks that you can buy. Press this a little just because it helps hold it over there. Lurking? Okay. Oh, I don't want to be good. That's no fun, Laura Lynn. We can be the best we can be. That'd be about it for me. I just had to be good for a couple days because of having Coda. And I don't know if I get grandkids at after 2 or not. Because it was kind of sketchy how she told me. Laura's home. Yay. But are you cooking or going out to dinner, Laura? Because it's only Thursday. Friday's date night. Okay. That pretty blue. Don't throw it away yet. It'll probably be wait till we get to this other part of this elephant. It could be interesting. I'm not going to just pick one day and work on this. You guys will have to just see what you come back to each time. Because my thing is finish UFOs. That is my list of things to do. Unless my great grandkids need something. And then I can drop what I'm doing. Because they're special. It looks like I'm making a bunch of Superman outfits with these different diamond looking things. Yeah, so that's just, I got to make the ears at the same time. In other words, they won't match to that point. And I might have to dig out of the closet for some more batiks. I don't know yet. We'll see when it comes to that. Because I have quite a stack of these batiks. I know they have a special name for this effect, but I forget what it's called. Okay. D, back over here to E. Now I got to do this dark green of that effect. Or blue. Yeah, blue. Sitting in front of me. Good thing. I know FPP is not everybody's favorite thing, but it's sitting up there. It's got to be done. Because I'm not going to waste you're on a call about your tax? Okay. So, little tiny blue. This is the last dark piece. And then my other goal today is to get that other little quilt off the long arm. That's my goal today. I know I can get it off there today. I've been having the back door open, staring outside. Quilting in the fresh air. But I got to get with one of my Christmas block swappers to find out who did what on these pieces, because somebody didn't write down the recipients. We won't say who that was. I did on a couple. I got to get better at writing these names down on block swaps. Is Susan Munger? Yeah. She said she'll send me a message later saying, I watched, but I can't write anything. Hi, Tracy. she keeps trying. What I've Googled, they said that she needs to contact YouTube to see why it's doing that. So I guess we got to figure, because she's not blocked, because none of those names that are blocked on my thing are even remote to hers. Okay, little black over here. And everybody's saying hi to Tracy. I'm glad everybody can stop in. Motivation, work on UFOs. The one on the long arm is the bead quilt from Donna Jordan. Tomorrow night I am going to do a free doo-wop concert in the park. Well, that sounds like fun. Just having even Coda in my house for a few days. I wasn't by myself. It's like it felt funny. And he'd go, Grandma, I am hungry. So it's like, oops, guess I gotta remember to feed somebody. I think she says she can't even leave it then, too. If Susan's listening, if you can't leave it even after it's aired, send me a message. Because I turned on my notifications for Messenger, so if she does comment, I get a ting. I get notified now. But we got to get that figured out. It is unusual. I have 13 idiots blocked. That was back from Kathy's days of weirdos. Because none of the names you even want to repeat. Everybody's telling Susan hi if she's listening. So if she doesn't come back on to the live chat later, I can only get my live chat on my laptop. Which part? I used to do all that and then just got tired, LOL. Okay. Line that up. Come on, string. But we can chat on Messenger. We can do anything except for YouTube. Hi, yo, Patty. Ips. Courtney. Courtney was my ding. Forgot to make sure that little piece didn't flip over. And guess what? It flipped. That's where, if I had a glue stick here, I could have quick glued it up there. Okay, pull it up, hold it up there. Now go back and finish it. So, and it was at the start, not at the finish. So I'm going to sew it backwards. Internet has been out for a couple days. Okay. I wish that was the case here. My internet goes in and out. Internet goes out, the phone goes out. And then it was weird. Sunday. I could get no phone. I could get no internet. But my phone jetpack worked fine. But my phone didn't. I had to go Wi-Fi call. And I thought, that is totally not right. June's been having issues with internet. Maureen did. I think it was last week. Leave that thing long so I don't do that again. But we become dependent on internet. And even like last night, kept popping in and out when I was with the girls. Okay. More than enough. Mary, it is all us seniors drag our families and they end up loving. Okay. It's like my kids wasn't into the last concert was Ronnie Millsap. They wasn't really into Ronnie Millsap, but I made them a CD. They listened to it. We went to the concert. Everything was fine. They kept playing the CDs afterwards. So it's like, it must have been a good thing. Because they took the time to listen to it. And they said it was of our era because Lost in the 50s tonight, that has nothing to do with being born in the 50s. Because I hope I didn't get lost out there that young. Piece number 13 almost done. So I got to go one more piece because I can't quit at a 13 unless I get grandkids. Because you know Alan, he has his hands in everything. The string, he unthreads every sewing machine. Well, it's like, come unthreaded. Somebody's got to learn to check. Didn't hold it down. Didn't make sure it was in needle down position. Coda was really fascinated with threading the needle. It's like, he goes, there's a hole in there? But he's the one that's been the most fascinated with the sewing. So maybe he'll become a sewer of some sort. Yay! Press this piece over, and then do the cut, and then do the sew on so I don't lose these little pieces. I give up waiting for my friend. And no, you're not the friend. Somebody keeps sticking her nose up underneath behind me. You need more water? A tailor? No. He might come on to do quilts or bags, maybe. If he's seen somebody make bags, he'd probably become a bag maker. Because I think that'd be something that he would like. So here's this bright, colorful piece. And it gets sewed on to the bottom of this piece. And take one pin, see if it's in the right spot or not. That's all I ever do. I'm not too much for exacts. As long as they're in the proximity. It looks like it's good. Now this elephant, him handing me pieces would... He could pick a color and then hand the thing. The elephant here is a little more organized. Oh, Patty G, did your granddaughter go home now? Or do you still have her? I can't remember how long you were supposed to have her. And did you guys sew anything together? And Laura, are you still listening? Are you going to put one little border on your potato chip quilt? And I seen it was because I said something. I think it would just stop it. I'd like to have a little more than... I don't want a wide binding, but a little border of the same color. I thought might help set it off. Yes, she was here for 2 long weeks. Yeah, you got the neck pillows all done, of course. You said they was simple. I probably should have did something like that with Coda. Because he didn't mind being in the sewing room. He didn't like wearing shoes in here. But after him picking up a few of the pins off the floor, because Bella come through here like a storm and took most of the stuff off the design wall. There's that pretty blue on the bottom now. So we got a purple, lime green, orange, gold, a peachy orange, pink, yellow gold, and blue. It's quite the colors. Hi, Sam. I have ABCs today, Sam. I had Coda come in to help with the numbers. And then he had to help with squares going to rectangles and rectangles to bigger rectangles, and then they become squares when it was all done. He had a blast doing that. Piece number 14, right? 14's one. Oh, it's got the dark green. Okay, where'd the green go? Yeah, so you lost your job temporarily, Sam. He is everything math. When he was putting the stickers on his chart, he'd, Grandma, or Gigi, what is 4 plus 2? So I had to answer the math question. So he was the math person. And it's like, that worked. And you haven't decided yet? Keychains using Laura A's empty spools. She really liked that. Oh, okay. That sounds like you had fun entertaining. No, Kathy, only the trunk. Hi, Linda. Thank you, Sandra, for the great idea of the potato chip block. It's just, oh, did you make a potato chip quilt? Me, they look like it's cut. Well, and me as a long armor. I don't like all those extra little seams that are coming apart. So I would just put a small border around that matches the binding. So let's see how many greens. That's a green. There's a green. Those are blues. I think that's the same green. And then we got the lime green is green, right? I sewed the edge down so it will be okay until I decide. Okay. Yeah, I just like them, a little better that way. It makes your eyes stop and rest. And I have this green. So I guess I could just do a bunch of random greens. Just start. How about I go darkest to lightest or lightest to darkest? So there'd be another fun thing. So there's the brightest. It's brighter than me. It's me putting out. Okay, Laura. Laura's hopping off. And hoping for the best there. Let's see, that one. Then this one. Terry's favorite colors. I gotta figure out where the message come from. But it's like, there's my greens. And one thing with batiks, you can get some weird greens. There's 1, 2, 3, 5 shades. Just start down. Do I go light to dark or dark to light? Oh, look at that picture of the elephant. Because whatever I use, I have to start thinking about. It's also got to stand out from his feet. That's one thing you have to think. This is where I'm approaching. It's the last black. So I think I'll do the dark up here. Maybe I'll just do each green on and trade on each piece going down. Because there's only like 3 pieces. So I could add. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Means this is piece 14. And it goes down to, I think, only 17. Yep. Yeah. I'll start with the darkest and go down to the light. But I got to get piece 14 done. I can't quit at the note. So maybe I'll take that one out of the equation. 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Good decision. Thank you, guys. Now, what piece do I need? I already forgot. That pretty blue. Like in the ombre effect. Okay. Dress is done. You'll have to post it. You got to update us on those pictures there, young lady. Oh, I need a purple. What purple was it I needed? I just lost the elephant for a moment. It's like, now it's the purple. Because one's raspberry and one's, I don't know what color. The purple. This one. Of course, I don't have any pieces of it. But wait till we get to the other parts of this elephant. Take it down to the bar and say, this is what I come up with. So anybody that's a drinker. Okay. I cut a piece. Take the green out from under it. Take the paper out now. Pin that up there. I want this thumbnail to hurry up and grow out. It's grown out. I'm glad fingernails grow fast. But I broke it clear down into the quick. And that catches on everything. And every Band-Aid I've put on it has pulled off of it. I don't even notice I lose them. And I ran out of Band-Aids thanks to Alani. So I'm using electrical tape. This next time I'm using duct tape. I was going to replace my Band-Aid before I came on, but I thought it might get too sticky with the paper here. So this is where this green goes. And we'll see how this looks. If I get going too long, guys, just let me know. Because unless I get grandkids, I don't even keep track of the time. And time does fly when you're quilting. I remember one day I was going to only sew for a couple hours. And next thing you know, it was way, way, way past midnight. And I thought, well, so much for going to bed early. Okay. Which piece do I want to fold down? I need to trim some of this off so I don't have all this excess green tagging along. So I'll do right there. Good thing I'm naming her Tutti Frutti. My blade almost rolled off. Might have to start putting a little bit of polish on there. Because it rolls too easily. AB. AB. What comes after AB? Coda would tell me. But I'm glad she got to go home today. Even though she's probably going to miss all those new toys she gets. And I sent up her polish and her necklace from Laura. And I know she's going to have just as much fun as Miss Alani does with it. Carrie, see? Oh, ABC. Thank you, Carrie. I do tend to forget my alphabet every once in a while. Yep, her ABC. 1, 2, 3. That's from some kid thing. I don't remember. I'm getting too old to remember things. But Coda says I'm not old. That's a plus. I'm not too old. You learn a lot when you have a little one. Michael Jackson. Okay. I couldn't tell you because I didn't listen to the music. Which we all know that. Just like everybody knows I'm a picky eater. And everybody knows my favorite color. Carrie has no voice, but she can type. On to D. I was like, on to D, if I can fold the paper, would be even nicer yet. Pull one more stitch out. maybe when I take a break from the long arming, I'll come in and do a little. Okay, that should be it for this green. That green's done. A, B, C, D. This is that dark one that I just sat right here. If it wasn't for Carrie, I wouldn't know it. I'm just not into music that much. Sorry to say. You'd think with having the grandkids I would be, and great grandkids. But one thing, Coda likes Barney. That's what we went to sleep with every night. Barney. I said, hurry up and get over Barney before I'm asleep. I didn't realize there was that many episodes of Barney. Tell you. Oh, and Coda wanted me to thank Maureen for Roku. I said, a friend got me Roku. He says, thank you, friend. Making plans for concert weekend with my... Okay, that's important. Got to keep in touch with all those friends. Oh, there's Maureen now back on. But Coda wanted me to thank Maureen for Roku because he could watch anything he watched at home. Because he says, you have a TV like I have at home now because of Roku. His mom and dad don't let him use the remote control. He has to have permission what he watches next. Going to $54.40. They sing Ocean Pearl Canadian group. Okay. It's like, as soon as he went to bed, I started watching Hoarders. Trying to think, what did I watch? That's it. I watched Hoarders. Because he flat told me, I don't watch grown-up TV. That's what he told me. I don't watch grown-up TV. So I was really glad that I could do that. I will tell him. Does anyone watch Big Brother? I've never heard of it. Is that good, Maureen? Last night I started watching more of Heartland because I figured out I have Netflix, thanks to Austin. It's like, so that give me something else to watch. I'm behind 2 years or 3 years. 3 years on Heartland. Normally, Casey and Jamie buy it, but they haven't found the newest episodes. They buy the whole DVD collection. So, I guess I became a streamer. That sounds weird. I've been watching it for about 20 years. It's on every summer? No, okay. I'll have to look it up. I watch some weird things, but like hoarders. Doing these little. The only thing with these, this is a 1/4 inch piece. So I got my 1/4 inch overlap. And then when you fold it back, it's like you're trimming it again. So when you shrink it, someone says when they told me on Terry, if you shrink it to 50%, do a less than 1/4 inch seam. Master Chef on binge. Then I move on to the next series. Okay. I've watched different chef things. They have more things they add to their food than I even own in my house. So I don't know how I could make that. Those foods that they make. Dinner was delish. What did I miss? These little 1/4 inch paper piecing things here. Um, it's like the ones I've just watched. They're not even making me cringe. They're actually houses that was clean. They just don't know how to stop buying or get rid of things. Yeah, there's a little tiny 1/4 incher right here. Little tiny thing. It's like these chubby old fingers trying to break things down so you can fold them. Then keep the thing up there. Gordon Ramsay. It's like I watch diners, drive-ins, and dives, but I will not ever go to another one of those places that he's aired on TV. The food wasn't even on the menu that he had ordered there. And it's like not the best service. He got good service, but we didn't get good service. We seen his signature. We seen the wooden skillet he leaves behind that he autographs that they've been on diners, drive-ins, and dives. He had made a Philly steak pizza at this place, pizzeria. And when I got there, there's no Philly pizza on there. I just ate a candy bar for dinner. Whoa! I'm not making my. I'm not. Oh, you're not going to have any dirty dishes? Okay. You'll eat when you get to your daughter's. That's good, Maureen. Ah, no thumbnail. It's hard for me to pull these stitches and paperback. Okay. Well, I got a story about that. Our GPS says PIE ferry as Pi ferry, and you think a guy had the one in Long Island, he went out of business. Yeah. Well, this pizza parlor we went to, I guarantee you I'd never go back. The servers were all drinking. They'd come into work and they'd go get a drink, and then they would all visit and never came and waited on us, took our order. And we finally asked, after we sat there for 20 minutes, we should have not, but we wanted to try that pizza. And because I love Philly steak. And then when you get nothing in return, it's like it did not make my day. Means that's such a tiny piece. I can probably dig from my trash can here to get those little pieces. Prince Island, Prince Edward Island. I get to go out on a ferry to the San Juan Islands in May of next year. That's where Melinda and them are choosing to get married. May 9th through the 12th is what the bed and breakfast has been reserved for. I'm going to just go out whale watching if hopefully somebody gives me a car key. Because I have to have a car to get out to the where the whales run and the ferries or the lighthouses are. I love lighthouses. I love going out to them. And I told Coda, we get to go to the ocean again. He goes, we do? I says, yeah, we're all invited. So he doesn't understand it yet, but he wants to go to the ocean. He does want to go to the ocean. Hope that's not too bulky. This 1/4-inch foundation paper piecing, Laura Lynn, is due to we shrunk the elephant down to 60%. And that makes these pieces small, very small. And that's why I got these little tiny pieces around this trunk. So piece number 14, almost done. Do some trimming and then sew it on. Yeah. That's the only bad thing when you shrink something instead of enlarging it. So the elephant went from 60 by 60 to who knows what it's going to be. So trim off these pieces. I did not want to end at piece number 13, so I held you guys on for a little longer. I hope you didn't mind. I mean, I could have reached up there and did it, but I didn't want to leave it on piece number 13. And here's the little tiny piece that goes on my Tutti Frutti elephant. So I'll get him sewed on and then I'll call it a night on the live. And I'm glad that everybody could come over. I don't even know how many came over because I have it enlarged, so I can't see those things. But I'd like to thank everybody for putting up with me and my rambling on. But I'll get this one done. Rip off my paper before I start pressing that seam. Now I'm going to go back to long arming. I don't know what the design's called. I call it a spiky leaf thing. I don't know. It's going on the bead quilt that we made probably a year and a half ago over at Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. Patty G and I made it. It's like no one else in the group made it. But Patty G and I, we used to challenge each other. And Kathy says, F-raw, what's that mean? Cheryl, a number is just another number to me, but I have thoroughly enjoyed your live and all the gals in the chat. Okay. It's like, my husband's lucky number was 13. He was born on the 13th. It's like, I do not go anywhere on Friday the 13th. It's like, I stayed home the last May 13th, that it was Friday the 13th. Went to the grocery store on Friday the 14th and fell. Or tripped. I tripped very gracefully. But here's what it's like. Now I got to go back here. Here's what that green part of the trunk coming out. And next will be the next green. So he's going to go from darker down to lighter. But I just want to see Miss Tutti Frutti done now. And thank you. It's like, I got this part here, I did Terry's way. I did with no sewing on the paper. And down here, it was starting to give me more problems, and I finally said, I'm done. But I'm also watching grandkids while I do this sometimes. But isn't that a colorful elephant? It like the fruit stripe gum. I don't know if Canada has the fruit stripe gum, but this kind of reminds me of that. It had all these rainbow colors. But I want to thank everybody for coming over and watching. I'm going to try and do an early morning one of these days, because that way Gisela, some of my other friends, Marla, thank you. It's very colorful. How about that? Wait till the next part, because it gets more colorful, because this is just the piece right here running down the middle. How long are you going to be? Hi, Linda. How long do you have to be on hold for those tax people? I guarantee I would have hung up by now. I probably would have hung up by now, Carrie. But I'm going to go switch over to the long arm now and work on that UFO. She's half quilted. And that sounds great. An early morning. I can't sleep sometimes at between 3 to 5. And I thought I could get dressed, top half, and come on. But 3 my time, because I'm Pacific Standard Time, is 9 for some of you guys. And it's like, but I'm not going to hold you guys anymore. It's like, I will let you go. I'll get that long arming done. It's what time? 2:44. I made hour and 55 minutes. So I don't have grandkids, great grandkids today. So I can just leave the door open and sew until my stomach says eat. I want to thank you, though, for all coming over. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye. Unless I wake up early some morning. Bye, everybody.